Start.
In the recent past years, we have seen that the companies have lost their in companies many employees lost their jobs by recession. Actually, recession is all about negative growth of GDP that is accompanied by unemployment. What is recession? It is a period of
Switch on the microphone. You can continue.
recession is all about the period of unemployment, and in companies many employees lost their jobs and they have thrown out by companies. Recession, it is caused by loss of growth of GDP and unemployment economically. They are caused by combination of factors such as financial crisis, disasters, wars, and many things. Why recession happens? It is generally happened by wars. We all hear that there is a war happened between Ukraine and Russia, where the exports have been stopped. So recession will come there, and war, natural disasters. By natural disasters, the exports and imports also have stopped there, and policy mistakes. At that time, the government wouldn't take right decisions. Impacts, job losses. Many employees lost their jobs and got a certificate by companies. Second one is business closures. By recession, many companies closed their the companies.
Conclude it quickly. Time up.
Recession recovery. We can come out of this recession by intervention of governments and increase of exports and new innovation techniques. Conclusion, it is having a significant impact on the economy and people's lives. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Okay, say thank you. Start. Exams. Recently, we have completed our mid-one examinations, and next week we are going to write our assignments, records, and again we are going to have mid-two exams, then semester exams. This is the routine of our BTech life. Every student life is filled with exams, and it will be continued. Uh, and we got a question like who invented these exams? Why they invented these exams for us? It is very tough for us. Then we all have this question in our mind, and we used to get irritated. Sometimes we used to curse them also. And then he's the one, Henry Michel American, the first person to invent the examinations, invented in 19th century. He was a he was American businessman and philanthropist. Um, examination system was begun in Han Dynasty. It was used to for the competitive exams like poetry and prose. And there are 11 types of examination systems: computational exams, group discussions, multiple choice questions, mock tests, interviews, placement tests, proficiency tests, and takeaway papers, open book tests. And the advantages and disadvantages of the exams: practical exams make a student confident, and it makes the scholarships, increases memory power, and gains more knowledge. And disadvantages are the student may feel tensed, um, get into depressions, and make him anxiety, and it makes the comparison among the students. Any queries?
As a fellow student, what advice do you give to your friends while they're preparing for exams so that they can write them well?
Okay, first of all, these grades are not for every. The friends and the people may compare among the students ability. At that time, they can't present well. May they can't attend the exam perfectly. But the next every time the exams are going on, you can score better at every time. Don't be tensed. If you failed it one exam, if you get scored low at one exam, it doesn't mean you are unfit for everything. You may fit in one or the other ones, so you can try the best for the next times. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. I want to talk about academic freedom. Academic freedom is the freedom of teachers and students to teach, study, and pursue knowledge and research without unreasonable interference or restriction from law, institutional regulations, or public pressure. Importance of academic freedom. Essential to the mission of the academy. Without protection, academic communities are repressed for their ability to shape knowledge. We should care about increasing the quality and flow of information and understanding in the world. According to Academics for Academic Freedom, has two main principles. That academics both inside and outside the classroom have unrestricted liberty to question and test received wisdom. That academic institutions have no right to cut the access of this freedom by members of the staff or to use it as grounds for disciplinary action or
We are
dismissal.
reading. New presentation.
Some conflict with implementation. There are three main groups shares academic freedom: the faculty, the institution, and the students. Conflict often arises where these groups intersects. Institutions
Institutional integrity.
academic freedom. The curriculum belongs to the institution, not the faculty. The institution can demand certain standards for teaching and evaluate the faculty against those standards. The admission process belongs to the institution, not to the faculty. Student academic freedom. The professor or teacher in the classroom should encourage free discussion, inquiry, and expression. Student performance should be evaluated solely on academic basis, not on opinions or conduct and manners unrelated to academic standards. Thank you. Any questions?
Warm welcome to everyone. Today I have chosen this topic mental health because nowadays we are listening about many suicidals. Its victims are teenagers. Victims are many more teenagers. The major reason is because of lack of knowledge on mental health, and the parents are the main role in child's life. They should always understand the child's emotions and feelings. Uh, the topics covered in this presentation are what is mental health and the difference between mental health and mental health illness. Is it okay to speak about mental health issues? And the mental health is as important as physical health. First of all, we have to discuss about what is mental health. Mental health is our emotional, social well-being, and psychological, and it is how we feel and act. Basically, all things that if mental health is about always thinking positive, it's not only about that. Basically, we are humans, so we have every sort of feelings, and it's quite normal to feel all sort of feelings at a time. Everyone experiences mental health problems at some time, and these problems can affect their ability to handle their day to day situations. And mental health means a person who is being very mentally stable and should be very strong. And you should not feel ashamed of speaking out your problems or communicating with about others about your mental health. When you communicate with others, then only you can come to get solved and you can find solutions for your problems. And you should always take self care on mental health because it all everything your lifestyle is depends on your mental health. and and early symptoms of mental health illness. Mental health is very different from mental health illness, and it's caused by, and it also gives many reasons like you will get less time of sleep and irritations and anger management. You will get sad without any reasons. So you should, when a situation comes to you, you should always take it as easy and you should not overthink. When you overthink about any situations, it leads to us and depressions, and you cannot do any work at another time, and that's caused by our mental health. About 80,000 people worldwide died because of only suicides, and India, 60,000, 64,033 Indians committed suicide in 2021. This is all because of communication, lack of communication between parents and child or your friends and children. So communication definitely helps us in these matters. Communicate better with others in your problems and situations. And mental health is also important as your physical health because okay, at last I want to say that parents plays a huge role in child's life, because when parents communicate with children, when they build a healthy relationship with children, then only they can speak out their problems. So don't overthink and take every situations as easy as you can, and lead your life happy. Any queries?
What are the remedies to overcome the mental health?
Okay, you should always remedies like you should do proper diet and exercises, you should get enough sleep, and you should always build a healthy relationship with others and communicate with others happily. Just not get irritated by their when they're saying their problems, and you should, if you feel they are going very overthinking, or then you should better take them to a better doctor and consult them and make a better person. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. And my topic is about the history of the video games. I chosen because nowadays kids and elders are playing the video games about knowing them. So I discovered where the from where these video games are discovered, and the first video game, the introduction video games I have been developed in more technologies and communications skills with people. The first video game was introduced by Steve Russell in 1962. In 1962, it was discovered in an institution of in an institution. And the first arcade game was invented in 1971. It was invented by it was invented by Nicole and Plus along with the Tells Davras. It was a first console. It was a coin. It was a coin controller. If we the 25 cents of coins is play for 90 minutes for 90 seconds of game, and the next video game and the best popular game was Po- the last example was Pong as a home video game. It was invented in 1975. It was the most popular. Mm, and that there are and after that in 1971 they discovered early consoles that now we are calling as PlayStations. The first console was invented by the Megaton Odyssey, and there are bit generations. The second and third bit generations are Atari 2000 2600, and NES. It was a limited environment system, and fourth generations are Sega creators, and the fifth generations are PlayStations, Sega, and so many etc. They have any queries
What are the video games that are in trend right now?
that are turned in Free Fire, PUBG, action video play. I think no, but they will develop their skills in
Hello everyone, my name is Bhargav Kumar. My topic name is pollution. We already know that Bhopal gas tragedy. Due to the release of methyl isocyanate gas, more than 4,000 people were affected and 15,000 people were died. It was incident takes place in December 3rd, 1984. So I have chosen this topic. Mainly pollution is of three types. One is air pollution, and water pollution and sound pollution. Air pollution means any unwanted substance released and chemicals released into the air causes damage damage to the environment is called air pollution. The main cause for air pollution is using vehicles and volcanic eruptions causes air pollution. Diseases caused due to the air pollution is diarrhea and related to the lungs, heart diseases, etc. And water pollution means any unwanted substance released into the water causes pollute to the living organisms lives in the water. Example fishes, etc. Diseases caused by water pollution is cholera, diarrhea, typhoid, and polio, etc. And sound pollution means the high range of sounds causes irritation to the living organisms is called sound pollution. Diseases caused by the sound pollution is psychological diseases and mental stress, etc. Nowadays, India was facing pollution, so we want to reduce the pollution by afforestation and reduce usage of vehicles as much as possible. So we want to reduce the pollution. Thank you. Any queries?
Have you done something to reduce the pollution from your side?
Yes, I planting the trees and usage of motor vehicles.
Wow. What can we start?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shriza from CSE-A. I think most of us have the zeal to know about the seven wonders, but we don't know what are the seven wonders are. Today, I'll present my result of research on seven wonders. Uh, the first seven wonders of the ancient world list was made over 2000 years ago. Later in 2001, Swiss-born Canadian film producer set up the Seven Wonders Foundation by Seven Wonders Foundation to build the new Seven Wonders era. The first seven wonder is the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is a huge barrier that spans thousands of miles along China's historical northern border. So it is recognized as the seven wonders of the world. Later, the Colosseum, Rome, Italy. It is the oval amphitheater where uh, where more gladiators fought for their life. It is also recognized as the seven wonders of the world. It is in Italy. And the Taj Mahal, India's revolt Taj Mahal. It was built by the Shah Jahan for his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is built it is built in 1983. It is recognized as the UNESCO Heritage Site, World Heritage Site. Uh, Nearly 31 million rupees are taken to build Taj Mahal. And Christ the Redeemer, it is in Brazil. It is the
Price.
Christ the Redeemer. It is in Brazil. The totemic statue of Christ the Redeemer stands over Rio de Janeiro on the top of Mount Cor- Corcovado at 30 meters tall. It is in Brazil. Next, Machu Picchu. It is in Peru. It is the great lost treasure of the 15th century. So it is also one of the seven wonders of the world. and Chichen Itza. It is in Mexico. In deep Mexico state of Yucatan lies Chichen Itza, a historical Mayan city built between the 19th and 12th centuries. So they added uh, Chichen Itza as the one of the seven wonders of the world. And Petra, it is in Jordan, the ancient city in the southern Jordan. It is also known as Rose City for its golden hue. It dates as far back in 312 BC. Any questions? Because I like knowing about the historical places.
Is there any place in history that you think deserves to be another wonder of the world?
Yeah, yeah, there will be, but I don't know.
Have you visited any wonder of seven?
No, not not yet.
Good morning, everyone. The topic I've chose has gained a significant. Good morning, everyone. The topic that I chose has gained a significant importance in a modern generation. That is impact of social media on mental health. So, before starting with the topic, I would like to talk about what is social media. As you can see, social media is used by over of 4.5 billion people around the world. That is more than half of the population. I mean, so this shows that everyone has social media integrated in their daily lives. What is social media? Uh, Social media is any kind of platform that allows you to connect, talk, interact with people all over the world. Firstly, benefits of social media connectivity. Through social media, you can stay connected with your friends, family, and other communities without any geographical boundaries. And the next one is information sharing. You can find different kinds of information available through social media. You can directly search anything and find the answers for them. The third one is support networks. Support networks are those type of networks which give you help during your rough times. You can share your feelings or your problems in a particular community, and you can get answers back from them. Now, coming to the negative effects of social media, comparison and self-esteem. Uh, Due to particular postings on social media, people tend to compare themselves with others and they lower their self-esteem. They think that they're not worthy enough like them, and they're not living life like others are doing. The next one is body image issues. This one is a serious one. People often tend to believe that they are not beautiful enough, handsome enough, only by seeing 3 4 posts on their social media feed. And the last one is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the most dangerous negative effects of social media. These days, your data or your account, anything is not safe. So, yeah. Coming to the psychological impact of social media, anxiety and depression. As I mentioned earlier in negative impacts, due to this lowering self-esteem post, people often lead to anxiety and depression, fear of missing out. If you're constantly on social media and are using social media apps regularly, and if you miss 2 or 3 posts, you think that you've missed everything. You have no idea about what is going throughout the world. And the next one is addiction and dependency. If you keep talking with people only on online and not offline, you always want to stick with them only. You share all your problems with them only. And if they are not online or if they are not available, you tend to become depressed and you don't know whom to go to. Now, strategies for promoting healthy social media use are setting boundaries. You need to set particular boundaries. That means you need to allocate time slots for using social media. For suppose 2 hours per a day, 3 hours per a day, like that you need to set boundaries. Mindful engagement. You need to be careful with the people that you're talking with on social media. You need to see that if you can trust them entirely or not. Even though that person is very close to you, you need to put everyone in their limits because these people are from online. And the last one is digital well-being tools. On your mobiles and other devices, you can see these options like do not disturb, focus mode. These type of apps help you in stop getting deviated from these social media apps. So I hope you use them too. But request everyone here, as a youth, we must use this social media for many different reasons. But I hope you stick to the strategies that I've mentioned earlier, and you have a safe and good time around in this social media environment. Thank you for your attention, and I'm open to take any queries. For children, it is not necessary to be on social media yet because they don't know what kind of personal. It will be completely new for them because they meet different type of personalities and they can't understand the complexity yet. So I don't think it is good for children to be on social media. My life, I use social medias to promote my works. I join in communities that support my works in music or books or anything. So that way I stay connected with people that have similar interests with me.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Ritesh Reddy. Today my topic for the presentation is all about how the technology has impact on our lives. Now I am going to discuss my presentation. We can see firstly there will be a slight difference in the 1990s and the 2008. In 1990s they used to prefer to do hard work, but in nowadays they used to prefer for hiding and safe. And secondly, in those days, communication also was really wonderful. They wrote each other's, waited for replies, and there will be a enthusiastic in our lives. So they can become poets, and the creativeness will be increased while they while they while they were waiting for the replies. And thirdly, we can observe the slightly difference in the 90s kid and the kid today. In those days kids are playing with objects, and we can see, we can observe that there will be a happy in their face, but in nowadays there will be a slightly difference of uh, and they're busy with the computers, 3D cameras, and mobile phones. We can use the technology in the positive ways. We can improve our skills and communication skills, and mingle with others. We can easily chat or consult of long relations, and we cannot live without a technology. Uh, we can enjoy our life. We can see the difference. People are playing in the first picture, they are enjoying their life, and in the second picture there will be no enjoyment. They are simply seeing their mobile phones, and there will be no mingle. Any queries?
He's asking, is there any question?
What is your favorite technology that you have most helpful to you right now?
Many technologies now I'm using Chat GPT.
Good morning. My topic is global warming. Because of now we are in the month June, but we are facing so much of heat from the sun. This is due to global warming. Global warming is the rise of temperature in the Earth's surface. It is mainly due to deforestation and urbanization and industrialization. It can be reduced by reducing these factors. First of all, greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are mainly methane and CO2, which are emission by the global warming is the gradual rise in the temperature of Earth's surface. Um, and its main factors are pollution and emission of greenhouse gases and industrialization. So we have to reduce them. The main factors are deforestation. By cutting the trees, there is no chance to absorb the CO2 which is released by us. So we have to plant the trees. And industrialization. Industrialization can be done in without in the empty area. can be emitted by within the presence of trees, so that there will be a more chance to absorb CO2. We can see that from this slide that before last few decades is like this. Now in this like this, it is all due to these factors: deforestation and industrialization and burning of fossil fuels. For our facility, we are using the renewable resources for our facilities, so we have to reduce them. And we can, the remedies for reducing global warmings are by using the solar panels and cow dung, etc., to produce electricity. And the effects of global warming are, by the global warming, ice is melting and the glaciers are melting and the sea levels are rising, and there will be a destruction for flora and fauna. So we have to reduce them. So we have to plant trees, and we have to produce electricity from water, and by these remedies we can reduce global warming. So the solution for global warming is, the reduction of global warming cannot be done by one person. It can be done by creating a social awareness between the people. So any queries?
How does global warming affect on human health? How does global warming affect on human health?
Now we can see that we are in the month June, but we are facing the lot of heat, and we are facing with the unseasonal rains. These are all the effects on human beings.
Did you take any measures to reduce global warming?
Yes, we can plant trees. By this, we can reduce global warming by the, so the plants can absorb CO2, which is released by us. So we can reduce global warming by this method. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Gayatri from CSE-A. Now I'm going to tell 12 facts of life. The first one is Sleeping in a cold room can help you slim down. This is most probably used for girls. And the next one, the color you see in the pitch dark is eigenvalue. When we close our eyes, we see a color. Then the color is known as eigenvalue. The third one, the size of your social circle is related to the size of your brain. Yes, it is right. The fourth one, there is a brewery in Japan that makes beer from elephant dung. This was so disgusting. High heels were first designed for men. The funniest fact I have heard, people with friends live longer because we cannot share everything with the friends, everything with the parents. In our weakness, in our weak times, friends stay stronger with us. More people have their own cell phones than their restrooms. It is impossible for most of the people to lick their own elbow. You can try this if you want. Trailers use it to run after the movies because to hang out the audience after the movies, they shifted to the first. Chocolate was used as a medicine for stomach pain and fever.
Speak loud. You're giving nice.
The computer mouse used was originally labeled as turtle. It is impossible for pigs to look up into the sky because they are shaped horizontally and they cannot raise their head up to the into the sky. Any queries? I'm interested in learning facts. Thank you.
Good morning. I choose topic pollution. Nowadays environmental situation is very well, any undesirable change in physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, land, water, or soil that is likely to have an effect on the natural environment or life is termed as environmental pollution. There are three major types of pollution. One is air pollution, and second one is water pollution, and third one is land pollution. Uh, we suffer so many health issues to effect on our lives. Air pollution is actually harmful substances in the atmosphere, which damages the environment. With the development of industries came along the increase in air pollution. Air pollution causes our human health. Example to affect our lungs. Uh, the key health of problems caused by air pollution is asthma, cancer, respiratory problems, heart diseases, lung diseases, and etc. Second one is water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, example lakes, rivers, oceans, groundwater, and industries. Water pollution occurs when pollutants are discharged directly or indirectly into water bodies without adequate treatment to remove harmful compounds. Uh, some industries are leave some chemicals in water. They affect water, groundwater. The key health problems caused by water pollution is diarrhea, vomiting, typhoid, diphtheria, and etc. And third one is land pollution. Land pollution is the degradation of Earth's land surfaces often caused by human activities and their misuse of
land resources. Any queries? To plant and care for care. Thank you.
Start.
Hi guys, this is Pati from CSE-A. My topic is competitive programming versus web development. I chose this topic because this is a major case problem for freshers because they they don't have knowledge on deciding the paths. So I will clarify their doubts. First on competitive programming. Competitive programming is a mind spot of where we can solve the programming techniques by applying algorithmic and databases, and it is used to increase our thinking skills and coding without bugs. Web development is creating websites of applications which we use daily. Web development has two types: front-end development and back-end development. Front-end front-end development is it is supposed to client side, which we can see the application on a screen. Back-end development is it supports the server side, which uh, the server needs, like the advantages between web development and competitive programming. Competitive programming allows improving logical and technical skills. It uses a wide range of algorithmic and databases. This domain is useful for designing and computations, and it improves our coding style and making a clean code. Web development is very useful at now because all the companies are choosing development opportunities. Web development provides creativity and designing of the applications. It also provides opportunities for people, and it is included with team members. We can interact with the team members. So any queries?
Have you ever participated in any competitive program?
Programming, but development I am. I chose this topic because this question asked from a senior. Uh, from senior, this question was asked for me. Like
నా నంబర్ నోట్ చేసుకుని
Hi, my name is. Good afternoon. My name is Varshit. So nowadays we are using a lot of internet. Internet is used by most of us people on the daily basis, which meet their needs. So let us start. Birth of the internet. Most of us all we don't know how the internet was born. Apparently, the first computer network created by the U.S. Defense Academy in the year of 1969. First message with the internet is created as LO on October 29, 1969. Comes to the evolution of the internet. World Wide Web. This is the first website which is created by the Tim Berners in 1989. Search engines were later introduced. The first search engine was Archie, which we are using most of the search engines right now. Internet usage. So most of us are using internet. So number of users are over 4.7 billion. This is past one. It may be increase or decrease. It is approximate value. Most popular websites are Google, YouTube, Facebook, etc. Mobile usage. The internet is used mostly on mobile. So next, challenges and services. Internet may be think badly or good wise. Cybersecurity, digital divide, and services. Future of the internet. The future of the internet is based on the artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and 5G. The 5G was introduced in Japan, but not in India. So case studies. Internet is used in healthcare through ambulance and hospitals. Education. Online learning is a good platform. In we faced a lot of problems in Corona. Conclusion. So the history of internet is probably is the next future generations. Thank you.
Can we see
Any
any
queries?
advancements in internet in the coming future?
6G. Thank you.